7 News Live at 5 with Cynthia Arceneaux. Sponsored by Lake Charles Memorial Health Systems. Covering the news for Southwest Louisiana. This is 7 News.
The FBI says there's been another attempt on former President Donald Trump's life. It happened this afternoon as Mr. Trump played golf. Tonight, new details about the suspect in custody. And why were 2 Westlake police officers fired? Tonight, a KPLC investigation reveals what reportedly led to their dismissal.
And we saw a couple of showers earlier this evening. Will we see more overnight? I'll have a look at your forecast and the radar coming up.
For the second time in just 2 months, authorities are investigating a suspected attempt to assassinate former President Donald Trump. Good evening, I'm Cynthia Arceneaux. The latest attempt happened much closer to home for Mr. Trump at one of his Florida golf courses. One man is in custody, and investigators say they recovered an assault-style rifle at the scene. Tonight, Alice Barr has the details on how the Secret Service spotted the threat and how law enforcement quickly tracked down the suspect.
For the second time in 9 weeks, the FBI is investigating what it's calling an apparent assassination attempt against former President Trump. The former president was not hurt in the incident near where he was golfing at his course in West Palm Beach, Florida. One man is in custody. 3 senior law enforcement officials briefed on the matter tell NBC News that man is 58-year-old Ryan Wesley Ruth. This comes after authorities say a Secret Service agent spotted and fired at a suspect just outside the golf course fence line while the former president was golfing 300 to 500 yards away.
What they do is they have an agent that jumps 1 hole ahead of time to where the president was at. And he was able to spot this rifle barrel sticking out of the fence and immediately engage that individual, at which time the individual took off.
A witness reported seeing someone run out of the bushes and into a black Nissan and snapped a photo. Sheriff's deputies then tracked the license plate and quickly stopped this black Nissan, taking the suspect into custody.
In the bushes where this guy was is a AK-47 style rifle with a scope, 2 backpacks which were hung on the fence that had ceramic tile in them, and a GoPro.
The incident raising new questions about securing the former president and Republican nominee. The Secret Service faced sharp criticism after former President Trump survived an attempted assassination at a Pennsylvania rally in July. The former president saying he is safe and well and will never surrender. Vice President Harris saying she had been briefed on the situation, was glad he is safe and, quote, violence has no place in America. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
2 Westlake police officers fired from the force last month. Tonight, our 7 News investigation reveals what reportedly led to their dismissal. KPLC's Morgan Babineau joins us with what we've uncovered.
That's right, Cynthia. Michael Boudreau and Christopher Clark no longer work for Westlake Police. The pair were fired August 19th after an internal affairs investigation. That report, obtained through public records requests, included detailed accusations of racial slurs and derogatory comments made toward coworkers. Westlake Police Chief Chris Wilrye said he requested the Calcasieu Parish Sheriff's Office conduct an internal investigation after receiving employee complaints about working conditions. The subsequent report found violations of harassment, insubordination, and conduct unbecoming of an officer. In an interview with the Sheriff's Office Internal Affairs Division, Christopher Clark denied using any racial slurs or making offensive comments toward coworkers. The report states Clark denied making derogatory statements about the chief. Yet when presented with a copy of a text message showing the remark, he admitted to sending it, but said it was only a joke among friends. The report also summarizes an interview with Michael Boudreau stating he admitted to making race-related jokes but denied using slurs. However, Boudreau did report hearing Clark use racial slurs. Chief Wilrye told 7 News, quote, "These accusations not only violate our policy, but also go against what we at the Westlake Police Department stand for. We do annual trainings on these type of things," end quote. Internal Affairs sustained the complaints and policy violations, leading Wilrye to recommend to the City Council that the officers be terminated.
City officials said Boudreaux and Clark had the option for their hearing to be held publicly, but opted for the City Council to discuss action in executive session. They were officially fired August 19, 2024, immediately following the council meeting. Boudreaux was employed with the Westlake Police Department for 3.5 years, while Clark served for 2.5 years. Both were previously deputies with the Calcasieu Parish Sheriff's Office. We reached out to Michael Boudreaux for comment. He said, quote, "I cannot make any comments regarding the reports made against me because I have yet to have access to them myself. Any allegations made against me are not a direct reflection of my character, and as seen on social media, many people can agree. During this time, I have been informed of many people who have shared similar experiences with Westlake PD and its chief," end quote.
We did also reach out to Christopher Clark, but he did not respond to our request for comment. To read the internal affairs report, you can visit our website at kplctv.com. Live in studio, Morgan Babineau, 7 News.
Wait, for the folks who missed it at 5, I know you're enjoying our new surroundings. It is awesome in this new studio. It really is,
yeah. Obviously, folks have never seen this one before, but my actual office is right over here to my right. And let's take a walk over here, and you'll actually see one of the other cool features we have, which is this big video wall that I can stand in front of and do weather. And for those of you that maybe have been to a studio before, you know that sometimes meteorologists stand in front of a green screen. This is not a green screen. That's actual television monitors back here, which means if I was over here, I could wear green. But we can't do that at the green screen. Let's talk about our weather, though. Temperature-wise, we're setting in the upper 70s to low 80s. Looks like 73 at both Oakdale and DeRidder, the two coolest spots. Warmest at the coastline currently in Cameron. Forecast for the rest of the evening, we'll see those numbers gradually fall down to about 72, which is actually pretty close to where we're supposed to be. The normal low temperature this time of year, 71. Quick look at the radar. Not seeing much locally. Most all of this is ground clutter, but just to the west, there are some showers over portions of southeast Texas. Those are moving southeast, and I think most of that will miss us, though it is a sign that I can't rule out an isolated shower overnight. Looking ahead to tomorrow morning, those are the kids heading out to the bus stop. Low 70s in the morning, partly cloudy. Can't rule out an isolated sprinkler too. Joseph will track that for you on 7 News Sunrise. I'll have a look at our 10-day forecast coming up in a few minutes. Cynthia?
All right, wait, I guess I shouldn't be bragging myself on our new home, but you look great in that brand new storm center. This is indeed a state-of-the-art facility. Hurricane Laura may have dealt us a serious blow 4 years ago, but we're beginning a new era here at KPLC. Jillian Carter is going to give you a tour.
Cynthia, when we constructed that makeshift set in the middle of our newsroom, we never expected to be there for 4 years. It served us well, but it has nothing on our state-of-the-art studio. We've rebuilt stronger than ever in the same place we've called home for 70 years in downtown Lake Charles. From breaking news to stories that impact our community to inspiring tales that encourage us all and everything in between. With 8 cameras and more than 100 lights, this studio helps us better present the news to you at home. Our journalists can stand at the desk or move around the studio in front of one of our various video walls. Our weather team is just steps away from their office, meaning they can be on the air in just seconds during severe weather. Sports is bigger than ever as we show you all of the action on the big screen. This studio isn't just bells and whistles, it's top-of-the-line equipment to bring you the news you need when you need it most. It shows our commitment not only to our craft, but to being at your service always. Cynthia?
All right, thanks a lot, Jill. Still to come on 7 News Nightcast, for the first time in years, interest rates could soon drop, and that means money spending opportunities for consumers. Tonight's Watching Your Wallet has tips on making the right money moves. And how about them Saints? Reaction to today's huge win over the Dallas Cowboys. Those stories as 7 News Nightcast continues.
7 News is sponsored by Lake Charles Memorial Health System. Your health care is personal.
Pat Williams Construction is proud to be the general contractor for KPLC's rebuilt new home. Locally owned and in business since 1978, Pat Williams Construction specializes in commercial buildings, educational facilities, historic renovations, medical offices and complexes, municipal facilities, even a television station. Pat Williams Construction is proud to be part of rebuilding Southwest Louisiana. Pat Williams Construction, building a better tomorrow with integrity today.
The choice is clear. Sulphur Glass is your trusted source for custom glass installation and repair. From showers, framed mirrors, and windows to repairs and renovations, all materials are custom made and designed for your space. That's why homeowners, contractors, designers, and businesses have trusted Sulphur Glass for over 40 years. Call today for your free quote or check us out online. Sulphur Glass, the fastest custom glass in the industry.
Here sits the McDonald's hash brown, the side that makes every breakfast sandwich better. Let's all be more like the hash brown.
Get a sausage McMuffin with egg, hash browns, and medium Coca-Cola for just $4. Order in the McDonald's app.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Laborde Earls is a trusted voice for injured people in Southwest Louisiana. And in 2024, our story gets bigger.
After winning huge cases for your friends and neighbors, we're now proud to be a permanent part of this community.
Over the last decade, we've recovered over $1 billion for our clients.
I guess you could say we've been there and won that.
So put personal injury power to work for you.
Call Laborde Earls at all sevens right now.
Or visit us at onmyside.com.
Trust 7 News Sunrise, weekdays from 4:30 to 7 a.m.
After 2.5 years of rate increases, all eyes on the Fed next week as it meets and considers a rate cut. In the meantime, according to a new survey from NerdWallet, many Americans have big plans if the interest rate is cut. Consumer investigator Rachel DePompa explains in this Watching Your Wallet.
American consumers are definitely keeping an eye on what the Federal Reserve decides to do with the interest rate. NerdWallet found 61% plan to take some financial action once interest rates go down. As Sarah Rathner with NerdWallet tells us, that includes buying a car, refinancing a loan, or even investing some of their savings.
They could use this as a time to finally shop around for a car if they were planning on financing that purchase or refinancing their mortgage, especially if you bought your house about a year ago when mortgage rates were around 8%. Now they're closer to 6%. So it could be a moment to refinance your mortgage depending on what your rates are.
Rathner says interest rate cuts, if they happen, typically happen pretty slowly and methodically. Most experts are saying if it's dropped, it would likely be around 0.25%, which could have a bigger impact for mortgages and car loans.
But credit card debt is still going to be expensive. You're not going to save too much money per year in interest when rates go down by 0.25%. And the thing is, credit card debt is always expensive, regardless of what the Fed decides to do. That's because it's a short-term unsecured loan. So by its very nature, it's going to charge very high interest rates.
Rathner says if you do have credit card debt, don't wait for the Fed. Start making a plan now to tackle it and pay it down as quickly and aggressively as possible. She says try to free up money in your budget by cutting back on things you don't really need. Any money you do free up, she says, send it to the debt. With this Watching Your Wallet, I'm Rachel DePompa.
Let's head back over to Wade for another look at the forecast.
Well, Cynthia, not a bad afternoon today. Clouds really help to hold temperatures into the upper 80s for highs. So I think we're destined to see the 90s again coming up soon. I'll have a look at your forecast right after this.
I'm Maury Harrington, proud owner of Able Plumbing with my wife Leslie. With 30 years of experience, we've been more than just your plumbers. We've been your neighbors living and working in the same communities as you. At Able Plumbing, we hire only the best to ensure that every employee sent to your home or business is someone I trust in my own. Our licensed plumbers are available around the clock because we understand emergencies don't keep regular hours. Call us today and experience the difference our decades of dedication can make. I'm Maury Harrington. I'm a plumber.
Looking to express your style or pick up that perfect gift? We've got you covered at Accessory Zone. Stylish fashion, unique jewelry and collectibles. We have new inventory arriving daily. Celebrating a special occasion? We can link you up with custom fit permanent jewelry. Of course, ear piercing is our specialty. We make it safe and easy for any age or sensitive ears. Gift wrapping available and complimentary gift bags with every purchase. Accessory Zone on Ryan Street. We've got you head to toe and A to Z.
You don't have to go everywhere to get what you need to start your next construction project. We started doing business in 1973. Our main goal remains the same. We carry the best products available. We only carry #1 grade lumber and stock only ground contact treatments. Come see us today and start here for all your lumber and treated lumber projects. Natchitoches Wood Preserving Company.
At Open Air MRI, we make advanced imaging easy and comfortable. Our state-of-the-art high-field open MRI offers advanced imaging without sacrificing image quality. For larger patients, people who are claustrophobic, pediatrics, or people just anxious about the process, we offer the area's only truly open MRI. You can choose where to get your MRI, so ask your doctor about Open Air MRI, where advanced imaging meets exceptional care.
First Alert Forecast with Chief Meteorologist Wade Hampton.
Well, good evening to you on this Sunday. Temperature-wise, we're not looking too bad out there currently, setting in the low 70s in a couple of spots, more of us closer to 80 degrees officially, even at the Lake Charles Regional Airport, 73 currently at Oakdale, as well as DeRidder's, the two coolest locations, at least in our viewing area, and of course, warmest at the coastline in Cameron at 81 degrees. Radar, there's not a whole lot over our area. All of this is ground clutter, though there were a few showers this evening earlier. Now to the west, a couple of thunderstorms just west of Beaumont, but you can clearly see the track of those moving off toward the southeast. Another little shower over portions of Port Arthur. I think all of this will stay over southeast Texas for the most part. Technically, this one in Port Arthur may clip the very western corner of Cameron Parish right near Sabine Pass, but other than that, I think most of us will stay dry. I am going to leave a slight chance for rain in our forecast tonight, just in case one or two more of these pop up, because we did see a little of that late last night into early this area, and Futurecast doing a pretty good job trying to pick up on that idea tonight that there could be one or two more even first thing in the morning. I doubt that it's a serious problem for your commute to work and school in the morning, but as always, tune into 7 News Sunrise. Meteorologist Joseph Ank will track that if there are any showers around. Otherwise, we'll warm up quickly, heat indices into the low 90s by lunchtime, and those values will eventually top out in the mid, maybe even upper 90s. And as far as rain tomorrow, yes, there is a slight chance. Best chance for that is going to be from I-10 points south, most likely. And the reason for that? Well, that's where a frontal boundary is stalled, and those showers develop near that boundary. And as it slowly kind of meanders, it's just going to keep those rain chances in our forecast, albeit slightly over the next at least 24 hours. There are signs that this front may begin to weaken and dissipate by Tuesday, and if so, that could effectively end our rain chances. And behind it, upper level high pressure is likely to take its place. That would definitely limit rain chances. So for now, I'm leaving rain out of our forecast for Wednesday and beyond. We'll have to see if Tuesday, Wednesday, there could still be one or two showers, but no doubt tomorrow, plan on a couple of isolated showers. We should stay dry through the upcoming weekend. Then that upper level high likely weakens by early next week, which means rain chances would begin to return. Quick look at the tropics. Tropical depression Gordon way out in the Atlantic, posing no threat to anyone, much less to the United States, as it'll make a big northward turn in the next couple of days and not affect anyone. The other system, potential tropical cyclone 8, developed off the coast of South Carolina. This will eventually move inland tomorrow. Of course, also no threat to southwest Louisiana. Looking ahead to your Monday, we'll warm up, should make the upper 80s for an afternoon high, and those temperatures will be climbing quickly through the day. Look at this 10-day forecast. Once again, for tomorrow, I am including that 20% chance for at least an isolated shower. Otherwise, we'll be warm throughout much of the rest of the week. Upper 80s to low 90s for afternoon highs, and rain chances look very limited through the rest of the upcoming week. So tomorrow morning, tune into Sunrise. Joseph will track if there are any showers, but I think they're going to be fairly limited. Well, we were talking about our new studio, and one of those features is a huge video wall that way, and that is where sports director Matthew Travis is located.
That's right, Wade. A great road game from the New Orleans Saints tonight. All of those highlights coming up in sports, but a great weekend for several local prep football teams as well. I'll reveal our 4 nominees for Touchdown Live Team of the Week after the break.
Trouth AC is proud to be the air conditioning partner for KPLC's new studio and building. for commercial or residential. Trouth Air Conditioning, keeping you cool since 1958.
Luxury meets affordability at New Look Furniture. Why compromise quality or price? At New Look Furniture, we bring you the best of both worlds. Experience luxury without breaking the bank. Living rooms, bedrooms, dining rooms, mattresses, recliners, and lift chairs, all on sale. Worried about financing? Don't be. We've got you covered. And the best part, no waiting for days or weeks. You can have it delivered in just a few hours. New Look Furniture, we save you money.
Saving money is now more important than ever for seniors. But if you purchased a $9.95 guaranteed acceptance plan, you could easily find yourself overpaying for very little life insurance coverage. With the $9.95 rate, a 65-year-old male receives less than $900 in coverage. For $10,000 in coverage, he would pay over $110 a month with a 2-year waiting period. Fortunately, with Senior Life Insurance Company, he pays less than $58 a month for $10,000 in protection. There's no waiting period, no medical exam, and he saves over $600 a year by choosing Senior Life. A 65-year-old female saves over $400 a year. Don't overpay for your life insurance. Call now to see how much money you could save with Senior Life. We could help you get cash back from your current overpriced policy. Call now to lock in your coverage and low monthly rate. For your free quote, call now.
Oh, yeah, dude, that doesn't look good. I know what to do. I'm going to cashnetusa.com. I can apply in minutes, and if approved, I can have the money as soon as the same business day.
Go to cashnetusa.com to apply for the money you need.
The innovative industry-leading team at Partners by Design are proud to be the architects and designers for the Gray TV family and for KPLC's new home. We congratulate them on their studio launch.
The First Alert Skycam Network is sponsored by Navarre Chevrolet. Navarre has it. The First Alert Personal Forecast is sponsored by Home Building Materials, Home Furniture, and Oak Park Dental.
It was a great day to be a Saints fan. New Orleans entering Week 2 with a 1-0 record for the 6th straight year, but entering today, they had won their Week 2 game to get to 2-0 just once in those 5 years, that being last season. But thanks to 4 touchdowns from running back Alvin Kamara, a 70-yard touchdown from Rashid Speed Shaheed, and a solid performance from Derek Carr, the Saints are now 2-0 for the 2nd consecutive year and just the 2nd time over the past 11 seasons. A total of 180 yards and 4 touchdowns from Kamara and 243 yards and 2 touchdowns from Derek Carr allowed New Orleans to score 40 or more points for the 2nd consecutive week and the 3rd if you include last year's season finale, marking the first time the Black and Gold have scored 40 or more in consecutive games in the same season since November 18th and 22nd of 2018.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think it's just the belief that we have right now, not only in ourselves, but, you know, with Clinton and like I said, JB and Foster and Clancy and these guys installing this, you know, like they're putting us in position. And we're just going and just bringing it to life. We just set hut and we're going. So I think we got great ball players and we got great players. And when you got those two, man, I think the sky's the limit.
The first time since 2013, next weekend when they host the Philadelphia Eagles. And earlier at 6, we talked about McNeese's comeback win to beat Stephen F. Austin, but they weren't the only team in the state who came back to win their conference opener yesterday. The LSU Tigers won in similar fashion yesterday at South Carolina. The Tigers trailed 17-0 in the 2nd quarter, but they managed to crawl back, and thanks to a last-second missed field goal from South Carolina, LSU escaped Columbia with a 36-33 win, marking their 2nd largest comeback win on the road. LSU will host UCLA this upcoming Saturday. And speaking of LSU, a pair of former Tigers, Jaden Daniels, who went 2nd overall in this year's draft, and Malik Neighbors, who went 6th overall, battled it out as opponents for the first time today with the Giants and Commanders. The two met pregame to exchange pleasantries, but it was on from there. Neighbors caught his first career touchdown in the 2nd quarter, a 4-yard reception, which put New York ahead at the time. One of 10 receptions he'd have on the day, going for 127 yards. But in the end, it was Jaden Daniels and Washington who came away with the win. Daniels completing 23 of 29 passes for 226 yards through the air and another 44 on the ground. The two will face off once again in a month and a half on November 3rd in New York. And we head out to L.A. now. The Astros wrapping up their series with the Angels earlier today, and stay hot. Jason Hayward, Jay Hay goes yard to open up the scoring in the top of the third, putting Houston ahead 1-0. But an inning later is when the real fun began. Jeremy Pena made it 2-0 with a single to center, scoring Kyle Tucker. And here comes Jason Hayward again. Hayward singles to right that scores Caratini, making it 3-0. They'd score 4 in the inning, and Houston wins the ball game 6-4. And now it's time to introduce our Touchdown Live Week 2 Team of the Week nominees. Up first, as always, is our Game of the Week winner, the Iota Bulldogs, who beat Kinder 30-20. The Welsh Greyhounds and Hamilton Christian Warriors got their first wins as well. Welsh beating Oakdale 42-13, and HC beating Highland Baptist 60-7 behind 6 total touchdowns from Javon Vital. And finally, the Westlake Rams, our only 2-0 team on the list, as they beat LaGrange 56-14. Voting is currently live on our website, and we'll reveal the winner on Tuesday. That'll do it in sports. Wade has your Wake Up First Alert forecast when we come back.
Your First Alert Wake Up weather is sponsored by Merchants and Farmers Bank. Your future begins with our history.
Pat Williams Construction is proud to be the general contractor for KPLC's rebuilt new home. Locally owned and in business since 1978, Pat Williams Construction specializes in commercial buildings, educational facilities, historic renovations, medical offices and complexes, municipal facilities, even a television station. Pat Williams Construction is proud to be part of rebuilding Southwest Louisiana. Pat Williams Construction, building a better tomorrow with integrity today.
When you walk in here, you can't leave your future in the hands of some out-of-town lawyer who will be gone as soon as your case is over. The Cox Law Firm, committed to Southwest Louisiana, committed to home.
Hey, aren't you Gavin Guidry? Yes, sir, but I'm just here to pitch a message about Merchants and Farmers Bank. They have all the latest technology and these really cool interactive teller machines. I know, longer hours, live tellers, so quick. And their playbook includes mobile and online banking, digital wallets, and a bunch of these babies. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, and shortstop approved.
Project Control, a premier owner's representative, program management, and project management firm, is proud to be the project management company for KPLC's new construction.
To get the settlement you deserve, you should have a lawyer with a reputation for taking companies to trial and beating them. At Baggett McCall, we have that reputation with our passion and our heart. If you've been injured, choose your lawyer carefully.
This summer, cut loose with Cajun family traditions. From tailgating to backyard cookouts, we have exactly what you need. The best smoked sausage, tasso, and boudin in Acadiana. Just look for those 3 words at a store near you.
Now that's Cajun.
This summer, cut loose with Cajun family traditions. From tailgating to backyard cookouts, we have exactly what you need. The best smoked sausage, tasso, and boudin in Acadiana. Just look for those 3 words at a store near you.
Now that's Cajun.
Lake Area Electric is proud to be the electrical contractor for KPLC's new home. For your home or business, call Lake Area Electric. No project is too big or too small.
One more check at the radar. Not really seeing much. There are those showers over in southeast Texas. Those are moving southeast, and I think we'll mostly miss our area. Temperatures in the morning as you're heading out, upper 60s in a couple of spots. I think most of us low to mid 70s, and the temperatures will warm up quickly from there. Rain chances will be fairly limited as well. And your 10-day forecast, once again, tomorrow just a slight 20% chance for rain. As we go through the rest of the week, we'll see those temperatures gradually warming up. Should get to near 90 by later this week, which is still close to where we're supposed to be this time of year.
All right, getting back to normal. All right.
No Saturday football games this week, I hope.
All right. Thanks for joining us tonight in our brand new studio. Rhonda, John, and Joseph will be trying out the new place at 4:30 tomorrow morning for 7 News Sunrise. Have a good evening.
You're watching KPLC, celebrating 70 years of service to Southwest Louisiana. We now return to our regularly scheduled program.